true freshman, Charles Nelson, the lone deep man for the Ducks at his goal line. Nelson will not test the Piranhas kickoff coverage team of Ohio State. They are excellence. And so here comes Marcus Mariota, almost certainly his final college game. The only Heisman winner ever from the state of Hawaii, Kirk. It's been very, very hard to rattle and ruffle him in his career.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that he tries to establish early in this game is if they can pick up that first down, especially with the pressure that's in the air right now on both of these teams, they're going to try to exploit Ohio State because of that anxiety early.
They fake it to Thomas Tyner, throw it near side. Catch made by Byron Marshall, and a nice gain for the Ducks on the first play.
Have committed to the pass.
Second down, another completion and a first down across the 40-yard line. Tyner trying to pick his way, cuts it back. Second and handout, Tyner again, breaks free, loses the ball, it bounced right back to him.
Hole that he's running through. And I think a defender just, as he's getting blocked there, he just kind of backhanded the ball. I think it was Michael Bennett, got a hand on it and knocked it free.
Tyner again, center set, shows the power. This is the guy that had a big Rose Bowl after missing the 3 previous games with a shoulder injury. Tyner again, maybe tired, but hammers forward for another first down. The Ducks delivering blows. Royce Freeman replacing Tyner. He motioned out, but Mariota will pick his way up the middle, and another nice gain for the quarterback before Curtis Grant stopped him. Ball comes
down. Ohio State.
Take a look at it.
Turnovers, a big key is the knee. Yeah, the knee's down. The left knee is down, and then he comes out. It was a gray area. The officials turned it and said, you know what? It's Ohio State's ball.
Previous play is under further review.
Look at this. These are their touchdown drives, and look at the time. 3 minutes was the longest touchdown drive that they had. Everything else under 3.
After further review, the runner's knee was down.
Move the ball. Do you score touchdowns?
They fake it to Freeman, pitch it far side. Catch made, and trying to make a man miss is Nelson, who does have a first down. Freeman. Heavy traffic in the middle, and he's hit by Curtis Grant. 2nd and 8. They fake it to Nelson. Mariota keeping all the way. Rolls around the right side and lowers the shoulder. Should have a first down inside the 10. Mariota still got it. Pressure. Now gets away. Flings it for a touchdown. Caden Lowe puts the Ducks on top. Will they go for 2? They'll typically do this. Taylor Ailey is the 3rd-string quarterback and the holder. They'll see if the opponent's ready for it. The Buckeyes look ready.
Yeah, after last week against Florida State, that's something I'm sure Urban Meyer and his staff got their group ready for. So they come back in to kick the PAT.
With the freshman from Portland, Aiden Schneider. Ducks dodge disaster in that opening drive. Kirk could have had 2 turnovers, but instead up 7-0. They go 75 yards.
And 11 plays, under 3 minutes, 2:39 to the left. You'll see number 11, Von Bell. He lost his man. He got caught up looking in the backfield. There's a great look at it right there. He's got a man. He's got a cover. He sees Mariota starting to take off. He leaves his man.
The Ducks preach and also practice the mantra, next man up. Here's why that's been important. Braylon Addison, their top returning receiver, ripped an ACL in spring. Tyler Johnstone, their best offensive lineman, never took a snap. Pharaoh Brown out in November. Ifo Ekpe-Olumu, their All-American lockdown corner, injured in practices for the Rose Bowl. Devin Allen, injured opening kickoff for the Rose Bowl. And, of course, serving the NCAA suspension for a failed drug test tonight, Darren Carrington, as well as a special teamer, Alele Ford. Mariota flips it over the middle on first down. It's Lowe again, breaking free. Keenan Lowe barrels out near the 40. The senior, known more as a blocker lately, making an impact.
And here comes tempo after a gain like that.
Mariota, near side. Drops. Would have had first down yardage, but the freshman Nelson could not come up with that dart.
A great read by Mariota. The flat defender went out wide. It opened it up. And look at the young freshman. Have his head looking up, maybe hearing footsteps.
Ducks try to down it. Good job throwing it back in the field of play by Dior Mathis, the corner on special teams. He makes a big special teams play. College rule, just the ball breaking the plane. That's different than the NFL.
It's not the player, it's the football, and that's a heck of a hustle play.
Mariota flips it downfield, has a man wide open who drops it. Dwayne Stanford was backpedaling.
Yeah, and not only that, Adolphus Washington, this is what that tempo can do to you. He's trying to get off the field. If Mario would have snapped the ball quicker, there would have been 12 defenders on the field for Ohio State. But Stanford, who's from Cincinnati, Ohio, high school teammates with Washington, drops a huge play for the Oregon offense. The second drop tonight on third.
Dwayne Stanford came to the bench, went back to the players' box, basically hid by the water coolers. Mark Helfrich came over immediately, gave him a high five and said, next play. Now go sit with your teammates, and basically shuttled him over, basically led him by the hand over to where the offense is sitting. Now Dwayne Stanford back out on the field and eager for some redemption after this drop.
He's wearing 85 to honor Pharaoh Brown, the Ducks tight end who had a Grizzly injury. Evan Bayless is filling in for Pharaoh Brown. We talked about the big Rose Bowl he had, and now Kirk He's down as they look at his right ankle.
Yeah, and when he got up, it didn't look good right away. A very, very heavy limp. See a player rolls up on him. To sit back and play zone, rushing 4, trying to play some zone. They've got some defenders underneath there. Looked like that's the reason Marshall came up frustrated, is he felt that
right arm.
Yeah, the right arm hooked Marshall.
Should have been interference, and
throw the flag. Yeah, he's frustrated. It's a big third down for Oregon.
Elliott, they mishandle the handoff, and the Ducks recover a fumble.
See, it's a little bit of a mesh point. Oh, yeah. Jones was going to initially go play action and just put it in there, and then he pulls it back, and then he tries to put it back in. Elliott was just running a play for
Mariota from the 41. Tyner to his left. They fake it to him, fire far side, and looks like Bayless is okay. That was an adjustment at the line.
It sure was, and a good job of getting to the middle. He comes back to his third or fourth option, comes back to the middle of the Ohio State defense.
Near side, this is Stanford, who had the drop earlier, making the catch.
Yeah, there's nothing better than for a receiver after of a tough loss than to be able to get your hands on the ball.
Mariota flips it over the head of Bayless, who got caught up in traffic. Plays like this can decide a championship game. 3rd and goal. Marshall, they fake it to him. Mariota keeping all the way. Gets the corner, shows the ability to lower the shoulder, but the Buckeyes stop him well short of the goal line. Personal wisdom is defied, but the Ducks said they'd play this game like any other, going for it. Handoff, Tyner. Not going to get there.
Tyvis Powell, the safety, who secured the victory a week ago against Alabama in the Sugar Bowl on that last play, that last Hail Mary, came in a hurry along with the middle linebacker, Curtis Grant.
After the play, personal foul, number 53, Ohio State. Penalty to be enforced half the distance to the goal. Timeout.
It's Cameron Hunt. Kirk, you want to know what it's like at the bottom of a pile? Well, you know what it's like.
Yeah,
big guys going at it.
Here's Bennett right there with his head pinned to the end zone.
He got flagged.
He did. He's got a hold of the face mask. This is where the flag came in. The umpire's trying to tell him to let go of the face mask. Let go of the face mask. Let go of it. And after he doesn't let go of it, he reaches in, and that's where he pulls the flag out.
Mariota on 3rd down, over the middle, and a catch made, a tough one by Dwayne Stanford. Remember this play, if the Ducks get back in it.
He settles down in the zone and then goes up in the air, knowing that a safety is going to lower the boom, holds on to the ball. Great job by Dwayne Stanford.
Here comes the blur speed. And Mariota takes off. The Buckeyes got plenty of team speed on defense, too. Von Bell joined. They gave chase, and now some jawing between the Buckeyes and Mariota on that sideline.
Darren Lee is coming on almost every play. 43. They bring him again. This time he gets outside of it.
And short field goals. Doesn't try any long ones. Knocks it through. End of the first half here in Arlington. Loops it down to the end zone. Thomas. Incomplete. A good one-on-one battle with the freshman Chris Cisse.
But Cisse, who has stepped in for Ifo Ekpreolamu, the ball comes down. See that right foot? So close, but out of bounds. Correct call again by this crew. That is a bang-bang play. Very, very.
Fake it to Elliott. Pressured again. Delivers. Complete. And now a fight for the ball. The Ducks, did they take it away again? Yes. They backpedal, but they do this.
The ball's right into the arms of Marshall, and it just goes right out of his hands, and Mattingly not giving up on the play is right there, the freshman out of Spokane, Washington.
It'll go as an interception for Jones, but that's on Marshall. Buckeyes defense rose up after the first 2 fumbles, but the frustration from Meyer evident. Very attractive addition to somebody's trophy case. For Oregon, it would be the school's first national championship. And Mark Helfrich frustrated because that flurry of takeaways against the Seminoles led to 34 points, including a defensive score. Tonight, the first 2 takeaways, Buckeyes stopped them. Here's a third opportunity. Mariota has good protection, loops it downfield, and Marshall is wide open and running free. They will not catch him.
This time, the Ducks do what they've done all year. 3rd in the nation with points off of turnovers. This time they capitalize.
Carrington and
Allen
Allen
on the field was a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
Ooh, it's really close.
It was close.
He's really close. He begins to flip the ball out of his hand. Does he still have control right there, or is it coming out? Chip game of the Ducks. Are they going to go for 2 here? Try to cut it to 3. This is Taylor. Haley, the holder, is the 3rd-string quarterback, but the Bucks again ready for it. 10 seconds to cover 70 yards. You said they're the quick strike kings. The cash-in takeaway king.
You've got a tight end at Bayless that's going to go here. You got a receiver here that's going to freeze this young man. And then you've got the safety who ends up getting exploited here. He gets caught up in looking at the tight end. And when he moves with the tight end, it opens up a nice crease right behind him, in between the corner, Grant, and the safety, Tyvis Powell. So they use the tight end, Bayless, to get the eyes affected by Tyvis Powell, and it opens up a vertical seam. And Marcus Mariota knew exactly where he wanted to go with the ball. That play was designed to get the ball specifically to Byron Marshall, who, by the way, is starting to have a pretty good night. We wondered which receiver would step up with Carrington and Allen down. He now has 7 receptions and 146 yards and a touchdown.
Suddenly, it's a tight game. Heather?
Guys, the mood in the Oregon locker room was very businesslike, very calm. No screaming, no rah-rah speeches. A lot of adjustments and talk about execution from the coaches. The Ducks left the locker room. Players were yelling, "This is the national championship. We must earn it." I think they were listening after those couple of plays.
Mariota loops into the end zone.
He wanted Byron Marshall, who was in motion out in the flat, but was taken away by Josh Perry, so he had to come all the way back. A dangerous throw, but he gets it in there to Bayless, and he's pushed out of bounds by Eli Apple.
Just slides it in that right upright.